What's up, boys and girls? It's Mr. X coming to you with another video. And today we're going to be talking about a mini lesson on comparing and contrasting. This is our skill for the week. So, as you read the story about Miguel in the middle, we want you to know that there are ways that we can compare and contrast not just the characters of a story, but also the setting of a story and how the characters are acting throughout an entire story. So, you might notice that this chart here should look pretty familiar. We call it a Venn diagram. And a Venn diagram is really helpful for organizing your details that connect to one side, and then the other one, the different traits that are separate and unique for that particular person or character. And the overlapping in the middle is where you put the similarities, the things they have in common, and that's how we use a Venn diagram. So we're going to try it today in our mini lesson. So as you read Miguel in the middle, think about the setting. How can comparing and contrasting help you understand a story? All right. So we're going to use this skill to figure out how the places and times are alike and different in this story. And sometimes there's more than one setting. Actually, most stories, the characters find themselves in different places throughout the story. So you have to look and see what are the effects of the different settings and how they affect the characters. All right, so our Venn diagram is set up for us. We have our old school on the left, we have our new school on the right, and we have Miguel, that's right, in the middle. And the first part that we're going to highlight from the text at the beginning of the story, it says, "Luckily, I'm also in the middle of a large circle of friends. Most of them are classmates in school. Well, at least they were until now. You see, I started middle school in September." All right. So the first thing we learned about our friend Miguel is at his old school, he was pretty popular. He had a lot of friends. He found himself in the middle of a large circle of friends. All right, but then you go on to read. Oops, scroll down here. And he later says, "The only classmate at this new school, the only classmate I know from my old school is Jake, who's a genius in math. But since it's not my favorite subject, we never became friends." So he does know someone from his old school, but they weren't friends before. And that's why we can plug that into the new school setting. He only has one classmate. All right. Now, what does that tell you about Miguel? Well, if you look at his old setting and his new setting, it's clear. It tells you this: he wants to have friends, no matter where he is. He's a friendly guy. Friendships matter to our character Miguel. Okay. All right, now it's your turn. So at this point, what we want you guys to do is think about this section of the story. All right, you might want to pause it here and read this, and think about how can you fill out the same Venn diagram. What in this passage, in this section, applies to Miguel's old school and how he felt or acted as old school compared to his new school? All right, and what does that tell you about Miguel? So we're going to try that down below. So pause it here, read this part, and scroll down to answer the questions. Thanks, guys. Good luck.